So you're listening to a song on the way to your house or whatever, and suddenly you go, what's going on with the drums? It's probably an odd time signature, but how do you figure that out? Let's take a look at it right now. There are 4 steps to working out an odd time signature. Number 1, clave. I totally lifted this from Brazilian music, and I take it to mean the underlying rhythm of a song in this case, where in your classic samba the clave would be. You can apply that concept to other music. So we need to find out what's the underlying rhythm going on. It's not always in the drums. It might be some other instrument. There might be some other part going on. And it's what we need to latch onto to really keep us anchored in this time signature. Listen again to the song you're trying to figure out with that in mind. What stands out? Is there a line that you can sing? Now in Tom Sawyer by Rush, to me, the synth line leads clues. We know, 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 we know. Now we need to try and count through that, which leads us smoothly into number 2, the count. You found your clave, you've got the song going along. Now try and physically count through it. Let's pick a beat 1. Because we've got to know where we're starting. I would say we is beat 1. We know, 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 we know. Wait, have I just been saying wiener at you this whole video? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just singing a synth line. Do that a few times until you arrive back at the 1 and you've figured how many beats are in between. So in this case, we have we know, we know, we know, we know, we know, we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Step 3, combine. This is where you combine the clave and the count that you found. So now we know it's in 7. We have this to hang it around, and you need to internalize this. It needs to be in your mind. It needs to be so solidly in the mind that you can play whatever you want over it. For me, this involves making a lot of silly noises, as you've already heard. I would urge you though, don't dismiss the power of speaking something out loud. It activates different parts of your brain and actually perhaps is then easier to remember. Memory is a powerful trigger, and I'll wager you have a better memory than you think. If this was some dry theoretical lesson that we'd got into, you probably would have forgotten about it or just clicked away. But me shouting wiener at you for the past 5 minutes, that you remember. Try things like that with yourself. Speak it out loud. You may end up saying some funny things. Sometimes that actually aids your memory. And once you've solidly got it's time for step 4, coordinate. So now we have our let's start there. The drums, of course, accent those strong beats, the clave. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. We know, 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 we. Once you have that, you can work out any other little details. For example, this hi-hat open. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. On that 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Is it like that the whole way through? Well, in this song, the second bar is slightly different. It is a 2-bar pattern. So then we will listen to that. Now you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7. To summarize, find the clave, find the count, combine them in your mind, and then coordinate them with your your limbs. When we get to the crazy guitar solo, the drums, not to be outdone, also start going crazy. What do you know? Generally speaking, it's the same clave, it's the same count that we picked out before, but more stuff is going on and other beats are just being thrown in all over the place. This is a sure sign that you have mastered an odd time signature, that you can have that internalized combination of count and clave in your head and play anything over it. We're going to look at how Neil Peart plays more stuff over this initial clave. Hey friend, we'll jump back to the video in just a moment, but I want to give you an option to fast track your drumming skills with me. You see, there's a lot of great content out there, but honestly, the best way I ever found to improve was find someone who can give you a personalized curriculum that's going to help you play what you want to play, right? So when my double strokes were bad, one lesson with my drum teacher gave me all the information I needed to make that change, because my teacher could see what I was doing wrong and fix it instantly. Because it's been so powerful for me, I want to offer you exactly the same thing right here, right now. You can jump on a free one-to-one call with me, and on that call we will discuss 3 things. Firstly, what are your goals with your drumming? Secondly, we'll diagnose what's stopping you hitting those goals. And thirdly, we will map out your next 5 moves towards seeing that breakthrough. There's a link to book your call in the description below, and I look forward to seeing you there. In this guitar solo section, what Neil's playing becomes a 4-bar pattern. So let's break it down, as always. Let's break down each bar and play it nice and slow. Remember, our internal groove is wee now, wee now, wee now, wee now, wee now, wee. Bar 1. That's fortunate. Bar 1 is the same, just on the ride cymbal. Now we have bar 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. So we have an extra snare on that 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Bar 3 starts to get a little crazier. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7. Broken down into 2 halves, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and second half, 5 and 6, 7. The thing to watch for here, of course, is we have these in the gap kick drums, those 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7. Don't be afraid to play real slow. Question, can you still hear wee-na, 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 wee over all of that? Don't worry if the answer is currently no. It will come. It's just something that takes playing more songs that aren't in 4/4. As if that wasn't enough, the 4th bar is next level. Let's break it right down. What's going on there? Let's try and count through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you see how it got out of sync. It didn't quite work. And that's because the time signature changes, because Rush hate you. The interesting thing about time signatures is you can always subdivide them and make them smaller. So we've been counting here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because generally, that is the more helpful way. However, you could also count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this very moment, we need to employ that double time count, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. They just mess up the clave briefly. So, same system you would use figuring that out. You have one more time, nice and slowly. slide back.
We've covered a lot of this tune, Tom Sawyer, but what about those big fancy fills? Oh yes, you know the ones. They are famous, or should I say infamous. If you want to play more flashy drum fills and you want to know how to do big soloistic gestures, these are some fills you should learn. And of course, I've made you a little video breaking it all down. The video's here, and I'll see you there.